The scenario is going to be Destruction. It is a 2015 Steamroller scenario. It includes Kill Box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 point for controlling the zone, 2 points for dominating. You can't do either of those though until you destroy the enemy objective, and doing so will give you 1 control point. You can't do any of this scoring though until the second player's second turn. Hey guys, this is Malorian, and this will be another War Machine Wednesday. And to kind of mix things up, I am running Mercenaries and my favorite caster, Magnus2. He's running a Renegade, he has the Nis Hunters, he has the Kaya2 with Underboss, Alexia, Cutthroats, Blith and Bull, 2 unit Press Gangers, and also an Hawk. I really want to make sure I had a fully painted army, and you know what? Let's just get janky. We'll throw all these things down, see what happens, because it's a lot of dudes. Meanwhile, on here, I'm going to be up against Jacob. Now, he's coming all the way down from Grand Prairie, which is awesome. It's a 5-hour drive, and he always makes it down to all the tournaments. He's the PG up there, and so it was really great to finally get a game against him, because even though he comes to all the events, we're never seeming to get a game, so this is going to be great to happen. He is running Epic Kaya. He decided to take first turn, and I decided to take the side over here. But this Epic Kaya is a tier 4. It has 4 Shadow Horns that are advanced deploying, and it's kind of a crazy list, you know. At first it seems kind of silly, but you know, all those jumping around Shadow Horns can grab you, throw your caster over to the others, and you can get yourself killed really easy. Now, luckily, with all my models here, I'll be doing a great job, or hopefully a great job, of giving him no good zones, but we'll see what happens. So he gets his first turn. At the bottom, his Skinwalkers, which got advanced move, are going to also then run up the board. He's going to be running up here with all of his Shadow Horns for free, because that's what Epic Kaya does. And after that, lead one is going to be getting the Forced Evolution. Now, luckily for me, I'm a Circle player, and I really love Epic Kaya, so I know what the trick is here, is that I'm supposed to charge him, then I get knocked down, and he gets to kill my guys for free. So I'm not going to really fall for that, but otherwise, you can see everything's being nice and aggressive. Kaya getting up Shadow Pack, of course, as well. I don't have a lot of shots, but I have some. And that's really why I put my Nis Hunters and also my Cutthroats at the bottom, so they can be taking care of these Skinwalkers. So now we're on to my turn, and I'm going to be going first with Blith and Bull, which preyed on these guys. And Bull is able to shoot down one of these guys. Otherwise, you can't really see it, but I'm going to be going up with the Cutthroats, and they're going to be killing the other 2 models. So Skinwalkers off the table right away, turn 1. Prey is going to be moving to that other Shadow Horn. Otherwise, Assassin's running up one flank, and really everything just runs up. The only real thing of note that also happens is I put a Bullet Dodger onto Magnus, because that's an awesome spell to have. Even if you're up not against ranged, it's great to have just because you can move away if anybody ever misses you. So that's really it, and we're back to his turn 2. So at this point here, he's going to be in a tank a while, because I have a lot of dudes. They're all over. He's trying to prioritize some of his targets. He would love to kill Alexia, but that looks unlikely. You know, Hawk might be nice to kill, but it's anything really major. Normally, he'd be going more defensive, but he sees himself being overrun, so he's looking to be more offensive. So, yeah, lots of time being used up here. In fact, Jacob is sometimes known jokingly as a guy that always deathclocks himself, but he has been doing, he's been working on that, and he is determined not to lose this one by deathclock. So right now, Kaya came up. She's going to be popping feet, upkeeping all those fun things, you know, the Forced Evolution and also the Shadow Pack. That's the name I was trying to get. And now he's trying to work out for this trample, so he can trample over these guys, get to Hawk, and he's trying to figure out who's going to get free strikes and all the rest of it. And this is going to be hilarious, because I'm going to roll a free strike, and I'm going to crank that roll and knock out his spirit, so that now that he trampled all the way to Hawk here, he can't buy any attacks, and so that was a huge blow for him. You know, it's not actually that big of a deal for me. Hawk isn't really a critical model, but to get up there and to take all that damage for killing a couple of guys. I mean, let's not lie. He killed 5 press gangers, but you know, they're just gonna turn to Risen anyway. Otherwise, he's gonna go up here at the druids. They're gonna go and make some clouds, do some counter magic, do a couple of shots. My tough rolls are 0. I am making no tough rolls right now, and that's okay. I'll be making lots of Risen. Otherwise, that hill at the top is causing us lots of trouble, because even though it's supposed to be good because it's kind of like a staged hill, stuff is still always falling off, so that's kind of annoying. The second unit of druids is going to go, and they're going to do the same thing, clouds and magical bolts and all that cool stuff. Otherwise now, he's going to be going with his other goat. Cool thing about the feat for Epic Kaya is that you can force even out of control. So he comes over here, leaps, gets to a spot where he can attack multiple guys, kills a couple, and then warps back to Epic Kaya. Still trying to decide what's the best way to go with this. Like I said, this turn took him a long time. And now he's going here with the other Nullhorn, trying to kill off 3 of the assassins. After his boost, I believe he kills 1, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 of them. And then he teleports back as well. So he's actually using up a lot of fury. He had actually primaled the one he left in the middle of my lines here. But, I mean, he plans to lose that one. And then after that, of course, he has his stones and stuff to pull things off. So he'll be okay. Yeah, this one down here, Shadowhorde number 4, actually gets done not that much. Otherwise, support models kind of move to the center because they want to do Serenity next turn. Laris just kind of moving around, and that's going to be his turn. So coming back to me, my goal is I really want that one Shadowhorde to go away. Otherwise, I'll bring back all these Risen and just swamp him. Otherwise, on the side over here, Cutthroats are just running around and trying to get to his backfield. Press gangers charging in, doing a couple of rolls, killing a few druids. So that's pretty cool. All I really want to do is jam them up and slow them down. I mean, now that all those Shadowhorns are farther back, they're not really a worry anymore. So that's not so bad. So yeah, press gangers going in there, doing what they can. Renegade kind of moves out of the way. Epic Magnus comes over. He's going to attack and do a huge armor pierce attack. Then boost a hit with his bionic arm to knock the guy down. Then Alexia and Arisen are going to go, and they're going to come over here and kind of attack and take her down as well. So there goes one Shadowhorn. I am a little bit worried there's that big empty spot in front of Magnus and Alexia. So the assassins are going to do a run charge, and they're going to kind of fill in that area a bit. Not super great, but otherwise, Nis Hunter's also moving up. They're going to take a shot, kill 1 druid, and Blithen Bull move to the middle. And otherwise, that's my turn. I pass it. So on his turn here, he has to deal with his fury. Like I said, he mathed it out right, and everything works out. And again, he's really looking at this, trying to figure out how he can get to me. Normally, this list is really good for hopping places and getting to spots, but with all these dudes, there's a really big problem. Now, I did do a poor job of doing that at the top there around Magnus, and that's going to open up a possibility here for him. He's really trying to figure out how to get to me, how to throw, how to get to my stuff. And, you know, that can be a problem with an army like this or conversions, where there's a lot of different possibilities. You can really go into the tank spending a lot of time figuring out what you want to do. So the druids are going to go first, and they're going to try and open things up even more. So they'll be making attacks on me, trying to kill off some of these press gangers, and really whatever else they can. I mean, that's the thing too, right? I could have filled up the entire area with my Risen, and he could just shot them all down. So otherwise, he's going to have one Nullhorn that's going to come over here, beat up an assassin and another guy, and kind of like, that's it. He's also the one that's going to be primaled now, so that one at the top is primaled. So if I ever don't need to really worry about it, I can just put one Risen by him. Cool thing for me, though, is that he showed his back to the assassins, so that means they're going to be able to charge in and get the extra dice damage. Now, here's another one that got ported, and this really surprised me. I thought I was safe. He was trying to get to Magnus, and yeah, he did. So luckily for me, after he hit the first attack, he missed the second, so I got to move away, but I could have lost the game right there. I thought it was a safe distance away, but I was a hair too close, so got a little bit lucky there. Meanwhile, on the bottom here, Other Shadow Horns just coming in, doing whatever they can, knocking down a few guys. Laris is getting somewhere scary. And now we're back to my turn. It's the same thing. I got these 2 Shadow Horns. I really want them to die. And I also want to kind of stay safe too, because now I've kind of been spooked a little bit here. So Magnus went first. His armor pierce attack knocked him down. Bull is going to charge across here and do some good damage as well. You know, Blith and Bull, you almost never see them, but they do all right. Otherwise, assassins are going now. They really want to try and kill off that other goat up there. But I get some kind of bad dice. You know, it just does not happen. So I was really hoping to really devastate him. It didn't happen. So now Alexia is going to have to go. And she is going to have to try and kill the one that's closest to Magnus, because that's the main one, right? The other one, it's going to do primal, so it's going to be Friends Ring for sure, so I don't really care about killing it, but the one in front of Magnus had to die, so I did that. That's all done. Cutthroats get to the rear, so now they're in the real dangerous situation, because they got those poison bows, they get the back strike, so you really just can't let them shoot you up. Otherwise, this was funny. The Nisk do a combined shot to Larius. This dice plus 6, and they roll double 1, so only do 8 damage. So either way, back to his turn now. He is really worried about time, because he's down to something like, I don't know, I think it's like 6 minutes or something at this point. So he's really trying to find a way to get to me. So again, he's going for a port here with Kaya. Tries to get reach on Magnus, but this time I'm a hair out, so safe enough. He's going to be using his focus to attack Alexia, because, I mean, why not take her off the table? And then she's kind of standing there in the wind, so he knows that now all the chips are in. He needs to try and find a way to get me dead. And so Laris is going to teleport himself to Kaya, that's his Animus, and that's going to allow him to get into range of Magnus. But unfortunately for him, you know, Laris can't really do that much. Even when he was primaled by the Gorax, he just can't really get it done. Otherwise, he's going to be trampling here with the Shadowhorn. Shadowhorn can't really do anything to Magnus where he can get to, but hey, he tramples some guys and kills them. Why not, right? So he's going to make a few more attacks here, kill more Risen, try and do whatever he can, but now it's back to my turn, and honestly, I got Kaya there camping 1. I got all the assassins that can pop their mini feet and charge. Magnus can get the job done if needed, and so really what I do is the Obliterator from the Renegade shoots, knocks her down, does some big damage, the assassins charge in, and it doesn't really take too long to go through one transfer and kill her. So there you go, a assassination victory for the mercenaries. But man, this one could have turned around really quick. Like I said, I was at hair too close, and that one stalker could have killed Magnus early. Luckily, bullet dodger was up, I was able to get away, but man, that was kind of scary. It's one of those things where you have to kind of really respect that. They're just Shadowhorns, but if they get primaled and all the rest of it, they can really do the damage. So either way, really fun game. Nice to have 2 crazy janky lists, and hopefully you guys like watching it. So there you go. Catch you later. Bye.